Hello, dear children. Hope you all are fit and fine. This is the fourth video lecture for class 8 of Geography, Chapter 1 Resources. What is resource? Anything that can be used to satisfy a human need is a resource. In the last videos, we have discussed about the meaning of resources, meaning of patent, utility, value. We have learned how the substance change into resource. We have learned the different types of resources. These are natural resources, human-made resources and human resources. We have learned about the resource conservation, using resources carefully and giving them time to get renewed is called resource conservation. It is mainly based on 3 R's principle, that is reduce, reuse and recycle. We have also learned that why do we need to conserve our resources. Now in this video lecture, we will learn about the meaning of sustainable development and its principle. Now we will discuss what is sustainable development. Balancing the need to use resources and also conserve them for the future is called sustainable development. There are many ways to conserve the resources. It is mainly based on 3 R's principles, that is reduce, reuse and recycle. Already we have discussed too many ways to conserve the resources. As you can see here, sustainable development means balancing the need to use resources and also conserve them for the future is called sustainable development. You can see here, sustainable development refers to minimizing waste, maximizing recycling and minimizing carbon footprint. Now we will discuss some more ways to conserve the natural resources. To work towards sustainable development, we need to recycle and reuse resources, avoid wastage such as paper, plastic, take care against excessive consumption. We have to reduce our consumption, control activities related to pollution, preserve the biological diversity on earth, use the resources that are easily available and can be replaced at a low cost. Now we will discuss principles of sustainable development. First, what is sustainable development? When we create balance between the use of resources and need of resources, and we will conserve these resources for the future generation, that is known as sustainable development. Now here are some principles of sustainable development. Respect and care for all forms of life, improve the quality of human life, conserve the Earth's vitality and diversity, minimize the depletion of natural resources, change personal attitude and practices towards the environment, enable communities to care for their own environment. Now, as you can see here, some friends in a colony are discussing about the conservation of resources. One is saying that I will not waste the paper because for a paper many trees have been cut down. Second one is saying I will not waste electricity in my home because electricity comes from water and coal. The third one is saying that I will not waste water at my home because every drop of water is precious. Now, what about you? How are you going to help in conserving the resources? Please at least write 10 points in your notebook. How are you going to help in conserving the resources and apply it in your daily life? It should not be written only in your notebook. You can apply it in your daily life. Hence, these resources should be conserved to maintain ecological balance and save them for future generation. That is sustainable development. We need to conserve our natural resources because it is the main source of our daily needs. We need to conserve it because they are limited only. Remember, our future generation will need also our natural resources. We can also help conserve it by simply using our materials wisely and do not waste it. Now let's see again the mind map of the chapter resources. In this chapter, first we have learnt the meaning of resource. What is resource? Anything that can be used to satisfy a need is a resource. Then we have learnt patent, utility and value. Utility means use. Patent means when any right or exclusive right over any idea or invention. Value means worth. Then we have learned how the substance change into resource with the help of time and technology. Then we have learned about the three different types of resources. These are natural resources, human resources, human made resources. Natural resources are those resources which are drawn from nature and used without much modification. For example, land, water, air. Human made resources are those resources which are made by human, such as bridges, monuments, roads. Human resource. People can make the best use of nature to create more resources when they have the knowledge, skill and the technology. Natural resources are further classified into four types. On the basis of origin, it was further classified into two parts, biotic resources and abiotic resources. On the basis of development and use, it's again divided into two parts, actual resources and potential resources. On the basis of distribution, it is again divided into two parts, localized resources and ubiquitous resources. On the basis of stock or availability, it is again divided into two parts, renewable resources and non-renewable resources. With the classification of these natural resources, you are able to find the differences between the different types of resources. Now, conservation of resources. What is resource conservation? Using resources carefully and giving them time to get renewed or replenished is called resource conservation. It is mainly based on 3 R's principle, that is reduce the consumption, reuse and recycle the things. We have learnt also why do we need to conserve our resources. We need to conserve our resources because they are limited only. Remember, our future generation will need also our natural resources. We can also help conserve it by simply using our materials wisely and we will not waste it. Then we have learned about the sustainable development. It is to maintain the balance between the need to use resources and conserve them for the future generation is called sustainable development. Now I hope you understand here that what is resource and how it is related with our daily routine life. All of you, please read your chapter properly from your book. Mind map link has been given in the comment box. If the picture is not clear here, then you can open the link and draw the mind map in your notebook. Please read the chapter properly. Stay home, stay safe. Thank you.